But now that we're done talking about the state of the play, let's talk about the state of Marvel Rivals fans' temper and their feelings. And right now, according to this article, we're unhappy about the Captain America Brave New World promotion. Because, again, I still don't know what the fuck the promotion is. I know it was rumored that it was going to be a Red Hulk skin, and I seen some conversation and discussion about why couldn't Red Hulk be his own character. And a lot of people were saying he would have the same moveset as the Hulk. And to all of you slow special needs day room ass individuals, I would like to say that no, he doesn't. The Hulk specifically has a distinctive power, a distinctive lack of a power that the Red Hulk has. The difference between the Hulk and the Red Hulk, for those of you who have never picked up a comic a day in your life, and I know Marvel Rivals is encouraging more people to get into comics, so some of y'all don't know about the Red Hulk besides that he's the Hulk but red. But the Red Hulk is different from the Hulk because he has power. His gamma anger powers, instead of the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets, it's the angrier he gets, the hotter he gets. So like he has heat-based powers. That could be a whole mechanic where they give him a little meter, and the more he hits people, they give him a Wolverine-like mechanic. The more he hits people, maybe it activates a mode where he hits people and it does slight burning damage if you hit people. Maybe they give him a little fire beam that he can shoot at flying characters that grounds them. Like, there's different little things they could do with the character where it's like, nah, they could make a whole new character with a unique moveset from the Hulk that's completely different and doesn't feel the same. Or if they want to, they can make it an alternate skin. Both of those work. I would prefer a character, but I don't want them to start taking the easy route and adding like duplicate and clone characters and characters that look similar and stuff like that. Like, hell no. But let's see why we're unhappy with this promotion. The Regal Cinemas promo mystery costume in Marvel Rivals will not be unique, sparking community controversy. Oh, so it's some shit that's already in the game. NetEase Games faces backlash from fans for offering existing skin instead of a new MCU variant like Red Hulk. So it's people complaining about free shit. It's niggas complaining about free shit. We're not even gonna... Dog, it's a free skin with the purchase of a ticket. If you want to purchase the skin and you want to see this movie, you're better off just purchasing the ticket and going and seeing the movie and getting the skin for basically a steal. Because if you wanted this skin in game, you have to pay for it, versus if you get the ticket, not only are you paying for the skin, you're also paying for the movie. You're getting two things for the price of one, which is the point of promotions and deals. You niggas is getting a skin you're getting a paid skin from a free game for free with the purchase of a ticket, which would be cheaper than just buying the skin 9 times out of 10 and then buying a ticket to the movie or paying for whatever subscription service is going to be on in about 2 to 3 weeks. Like why is niggas like this, bro? Why is niggas like this? Stop complaining about free shit, bro. Either buy it or shut the fuck up. Steam takes down malicious games, but players could already be infected. Now, this article seemed interesting to me because one thing I have always said about PlayStation versus like Steam and stuff like that is while Steam does have a more generous policy for uploading your games and whatnot, one thing I always said is that leaves more room for fuck shit. And the reason why it's so hard to submit a game to be put on a PlayStation store or the Microsoft store is because there's a lot of fuck shit that could and has happened already, and they don't want none of that stuff to happen, so they put more barriers in place so that any old nigga can't just basically, like how with YouTube, any old nigga could just upload a video, and a video could be anything from something really crazy to something calm, tame, entertaining. Same thing. And it looks like that has happened, but Steam took it down. Let's read the notes about it and see. But Steam couldn't resist catching W's. They finally caught an L. Valve removes Pirate 5 from Steam. Oh god, they got the yo-ho-ho name. From Steam after the developer uploaded builds that contain suspected malware. Damn, niggas was uploading viruses to Steam. Email sent to players urges anyone who has launched a game on Steam to run a full system scan. Pirate Fi only peaked at 5 concurrent users, which suggests only a small number of players were likely infected. Fuck. I want to hate on Steam! But I can only hate on the fact that their launcher has some of the shittiest UI I've ever seen in my goddamn life. This is a W. Only 5 people were affected before they took it down. How long was it up? The game in question was released on Steam February 6th before it being taken down by Valve less than a week later. Okay, so that's 6 days ago. No. Yeah, 6 days ago. Can't even talk shit with this article. They called a fucking W yet again. While the EGS continues to give away free games and attract there's no denying that Steam remains the most dominant platform for PC users. By the way, if you're thinking of building a PC, or even if you just like having free things, make an Epic account and every week claim those free games. For the simple fact that one day, if you ever do want to build a computer, you're gonna have a ton of fucking free games just right there already. Like, matter of fact, I gotta go claim my free games for this week. And I'm gonna show you how many free games I've gotten off this store place. Oh, I think I claimed these already, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, so I claimed these already last week. But look, I probably brought in 10 games off this store place. Probably like 10 games. I have 359 games on here. Most of these are from me opening up the Epic browser, and now because they got more people in the Epic Game Store, they being slick and they hiding it lower down on the page so it's harder to get to. Anyway, you go on the store page, look, free games. You don't have to sign up for no subscription service. You don't gotta pay. All you gotta do is make an Epic account, click the game. You're gonna see a button over here that says get or claim game or something like that. You click that, you click yes, you got the game for free forever as long as you don't lose this account. I think that's a W. Cause they don't be giving out bullshit games either. Like, I remember before Remnant 2 came out and got more popular, I got Remnant. I got in the first game they gave away, like in 2020 or 2021, was Grand Theft Auto 5. So you could have had that shit for free. So they gave away Grand Theft Auto. I remember they gave away Hitman. They gave away all 3 BioShocks. I have damn near every Fallout game because of it, all the way from the original Fallout 1 to Fallout 4. Like, bro, they give out tons of bangers. They gave out all 3 Tomb Raider games more than once. So if you missed it the first time, on the other couple chances you had a chance to get it, they gave away all 3 of the Tomb Raider games from like 2013 or something like that whole trilogy. So it's like, bro, I always preach the good word of download Epic and claim those games. Even if you don't fuck with the games every week, just every week check and see if it has a game you like. I claim them all anyway, because you never know. It might be 2 years in the future, one of your friends is talking to you about a game. You go, oh yeah, I think I remember getting that game for free. And then you download it, play it, try and be like, oh, I never knew I would like this game, but since somebody gave me a recommendation and I had it for free and I'm playing it, I actually like this game. I fuck with it. You never know. Anyway, the storefront has been around since 03 and was originally developed. While Steam users can access many of the best indie games and AAA hits, it does appear that the occasional scam game the day before can slip through the cracks. As reported by SteamDB, Valve has taken down Pirate Fi, a supposed survival game. Oh god. We got another fucking, what is it? The day before situation type going. A game called Pirate Fi released on Steam last week, and it contained malware. Valve has removed the game 2 days ago. Users that played the game have received the following email. Okay, we got that. According to SteamDB page, One user said it, quote, ran their Steam wallet dry, claiming the game didn't even start when they attempted to launch it, but a few days later they noticed their account had been compromised as somebody was using their wallet to fund purchase. Wow, niggas is stealing passwords to get Dota 2 skins? Old ass game, broke ass nigga, go get a job. Shit, I know the job market is fucked up, but hey man, it looks like you need anything, bro. God damn, go pick up some trash or something, niggas. Jesus fucking Christ. To buy Dota skins? Really, nigga, of every game there is, you chose Dota? Right here, we got a short little article about Assassin's Creed, though, getting off the whole Dota thing. Let's talk about a modern day game that people in the modern day want to play, and how allegedly Assassin's Creed Shadows will adapt to your favorite main character. No matter which protagonist players choose, they won't miss much of the story. Now, my thing about this is, a while back they've announced that you can choose to play the whole game as Naue, or you can play the whole game as the person that they keep photoshopping George Floyd's face onto, Yasuke. My thing is, my question about it is like, if there's one true canon path, right? Then what do you mean it makes more, it has a mode that will make the story adapt to my favorite main character? Like, I don't know, I'm confused. I'm kerfuffled. While speaking with Screen Rant, Dumont said that the game doesn't force players to split their time between Yasuke and Naue. Instead, he invited fans to play it as you want. There's going to be a couple of choices here and there where players would wonder what happened. What would happen with this character? I don't think you're missing out though. The core of the game can be pick your character and the game adapts, explained Dumont. However, there are limits to that approach. Both of the characters have their own individual quests, which can't be played by the other. Basically, if you want to 100% this game or get a lot of value out of this game, you're going to have to walk around and swing that little baseball bat and beat niggas on the side as Yasuke, or you might have to sneaky assassin, tiptoe on the top of a building and beat niggas up and a Dota 2 as Naue. I could feel that because they put a lot of time and effort into these mechanics. I can understand them wanting to get people to play both. So if Yasuke has some personal unfinished business to take care of, players can't tag in Naue for that. The reverse is also true. Stop starting sentences off with conjunctions in the year of our Lord and Savior 2025. Broken heart emoji, broken heart emoji. Intriguingly, Dumont indicated that there will be some side stories that are hidden behind the game's meditation sequences, which will let players explore the history of both Naue and Yasuke. Oh, so it's like those missions in the Warriors from like 2000, it's like 2004 or something like that, when Rockstar made that Warriors video game. I think what they're saying is it's basically going to be on that type of timing, where you got the characters now and their story of what's going on now currently, and then they're going to have certain missions where you could go discover their lore in the past. I like features like that. As long as they're optional, I like stuff like that. Unless like it's well written into the story, I prefer it to be optional. I'm still gonna do it, but I prefer it to be optional. These interludes shed light on the backstories and motivations while fleshing out the world of the game. Although this is the first Assassin's Creed game set in Japan, Shadows Japanese release, I don't give a fuck about any of that dumbass DEI dumbass shit. But I'm not gonna lie, like I said, this proposes an interesting question. How far are they going with, like, the most interesting thing about this game is coming to be the whole idea of how you can make your choices in the story and play the story out and have an ending that's potentially confirmed non-canon before the game even comes out. Like, lore-wise, to me, that's interesting. That's the type of stuff that I want to watch 20-minute to an hour-long videos about. Something that people don't necessarily want to watch 20-minute to an hour-long videos about. They probably will, but they more so want to play is Elden Ring Night Ring, which will be releasing in May and will cost about $40. And I'm not gonna lie, May probably gonna spend $40 to play this fucking game. Now, I'm basically gonna demo it and play it for free ahead of time on the 14th, which is what, 2 days? 13, 14? Yeah, in 2 days. Well, actually a day, because today is 12. Anyway, playing it on Valentine's Day instead of going out with the Hess. Okay? So that being said, this I don't really give a fuck. Oh, is this their first impressions too? Oh, it's a little bit of information about the game. Okay, so this person played 3 hours of Night Rain. If this is a... Oh yeah, that's the story I got linked next that we're gonna read through. Okay, so yeah, we might as well just go... Oh, actually, no. They had access to 4 Nightfarers, essentially heroes. Wilder, a jack of all trades knight. Duchess, a bloodborne rogue that had with a dash instead of a dodge roll. That sounds like some shit I might like. Recluse, a mage that absorbs FP, don't know what the fuck that is, from enemies. Do I get to sit back and all day and dodge every once in a while? Guardian, a birdman shield user with a powerful block. Don't give a fuck at all. I genuinely don't care. So let's read about their first impressions before, like I said, on Friday I play. Oh my goodness, this shit is long as fuck. This shit longer than my BBC. I'm gonna have to sit down for this one. Let's just start at 1 foot in the limb grave. As someone who somehow clocked over 106 hours in ER without seeing credits, it's goddamn. It's jarring to see where From has hacked away at its complexity to reconfigure the role-playing game into a run-based hack and slasher. Oh, so it's more hack and slashy? I might like it more. Mechanically speaking, armor isn't a thing. Enemies don't respawn when you die. There are no NPCs in Limgrave to chat up other than the occasional merchant, which I'm a kill. And there's seemingly little progression between runs. That's so unfun. I hope they have a mode where you can keep your progression and a mode where you don't, because just no progression period, fuck you. That doesn't sound fun. Night Rain breaks more Souls game rules than anything before it. In that way, this really does play like a super ambitious mod, and so far it's pretty good. Though my so far isn't very far at all. Day 3 is when you could challenge the major boss to complete a run. But due to some unfortunate networking issues at the Las Vegas event I attended, we never got past day 2 boss without somebody dropping out. The fuck does that mean? So if I'm playing in a session and I'm playing with somebody who got kids or some shit and they gotta get up and go deal with their kids, it's just GG's rip, nigga? Like, what? Oh my god. Because for those of y'all who don't know, basically, if you want to play this game with, let's say, you and your shorty or whatever, you can't. You have to play this game with either only 1 person or 3 people, but there is going to be like random matchmaking and shit, basically. That shit sounds so unfun. Which I'm sure is true, but honestly, I don't think it was the last time I'll be kicking my desk after a botched Night Rain run. Spotty multiplayer would be nothing new for a Souls game. Yeah, allegedly all Souls games have shitty multiplayer. One aspect of Elden Ring that made the jump to Night Rain relatively unchanged is combat. Sounds like I ain't gonna like it. My first round with Wilder, a knight character that Bandai described as beginner friendly, the soldier class, was immediately comfortable, like loading up an Elden Ring save from 2022. I'm not one to tinker with builds for hours in these games, so it's great to choose a predefined, to an extent, to choose a predefined Nightfarer and just roll with it. Eventually, I gravitated towards Guardian, the Birdman who begins with a big shield, and Halberd, 2 items I've avoided completely in the base game. What the fuck is a Halberd? Is that the mace-like shit that we saw? Longsword. Yeah, so he got range and defense. That nigga play like a bitch. Give me a gun. If I'm gonna play like a bitch, give me a gun. The improvisational nature of Night Rain's builds alleviates... Wait, is that not improvisational?
Improvisational.
Yeah, that's related or characterized by spontaneous performance, especially in music or drama. Is there another... No, there's no other definition. So if it's pre-made, how the fuck is it improvisational? I'm lost. Maybe it's context. All characters can hold all weapons, so I spent 3 hours experimenting with swords, axes, crossbows, let's go, and spears I never considered in the base game. Build variety is bound to Night Rain's greatest strength as it pulls an already deep pool of weapons, Astral War skills, bosses, blah 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 blah, and there's a thrill to its accelerating power curve. My Games Radar cohort and dedicated Soul fans Austin Wood consistently finding some of the most powerful ER weapons on day 1 and 2 of a Night Rain run. By the time the sun set on day 2, I felt more powerful and capable than I ever did in base Elden Ring. So they basically sped up the progress. Okay, I was hoping and expecting that, because I know it can take a long time to get shit in Elden Ring, and sometimes you kind of gotta grind hard. It's remixed version of Limgrave with new structures and randomized elements. Bandai mentioned a full game will have a chance to spawn unique points of interest we didn't see, like a volcano in the middle of Limgrave, but ultimately, this is one map, not particularly huge, and too familiar to feel truly new. Night Rain will be an interesting litmus test of why people come to Souls games. If it's all about swinging big swords and dodge rolling away from impossibly hard bosses, Night Rain is gonna be a feast. We'll see, because that's what I like, but we'll see. If it's From's quieter moments that stick with you, exchanges with weird NPCs, taking careful steps deeper in a vast forest, contemplating the lands between his cryptic quest lines, well, Night Rain ain't got any time for any of that. Well, yeah, I would expect that, since this is more of a sped up game. The circle is closing, your buddy just pinged the next blah blah blah. At times the circle was a real buzzkill, I would imagine so. So much of Night Rain is about freedom and empowerment, the superhuman sprint speed, juiced up weapon stats, overpowered ultimate abilities. So basically you're gonna have what's gonna feel like in-game Elden Ring stuff at the beginning of the game, so you could just get a faster play session through. But there's no time afforded to stop and smell the scarlet rot. In one run we decided to explore a mine shaft, hoping, this is what I said the other day, it's gonna be a lot of secret shit that only appears when this certain specific volcano appears in this spot on this day of the run. Like, it's gonna be a lot of weirdly specific shit like that. Fun fact, content creators about to eat off this game, that's all I'm saying. Gave me the creeps. It was always a shield up affair as I tiptoed around corners expecting the worst, but here I was first through the door, sprinting straight down the tunnel, skipping ambushes entirely and rushing towards the mini boss at the end. It's not how I usually like to absorb from Soft's worlds, but there's not much of a choice when you're killing against the clock. Yeah, that's true. So if you don't beat the boss in enough time and you take 3 days to beat one boss, like 3 in-game days or real days, whichever, you might not see that boss for the next week worth of runs. And when you're grinding to do something that do a specific task, that feels fucking annoying. In a world where From makes his games, essentially for me, Night Rain would be more like a base Elden Ring lobby with the seamless co-op mod installed. Yeah, that's who they hired. The lack of a social hub or even a true pre-game lobby seems like a missed opportunity. Wouldn't be surprised. Which isn't to suggest a co-op fleshed out Elden Ring arcade mode is a bad idea. We had lots of fun in our short burst, but Night Rain's fixation on pure combat and forward momentum is already showing its limits. I feel like, I'll see when I play it, but I feel like all of its limits are kind of predictable. A couple of hours in, after getting comfortable with the flow of days 1 and 2, that long daytime looting phase was starting to get dull. Anything smaller than a boss didn't really pose a threat unless we got careless, and the more regular Elden Ring shit, and the more efficient we got at wiping out mob camps, sprinting to the next one, and upgrading our flasks at churches, the more it felt like the majority of playing Night Ring is thracking various loot pinatas with a stick until the real fun begins. Yeah, that's the battle royale element. I think what they're saying is it doesn't mesh well. As our final run of the day, our furthest push into the day 2 boss was once again cut short by a dropped connection. Oh boy. I was glad to get the chance to rein in my Night Rain expectations so far out of its May 30th release. I want to play more, try the 4 night fairs we didn't have access to, see map very, okay, so he said he didn't get to see enough. Not gonna lie, I don't feel good or bad about this preview. It sounds exactly like what the fuck I thought it would be. Something that doesn't sound like exactly what I thought is a Take-Two boss addressing the GTA 6 violence concerns. Now, I don't know what he's gonna say, but I feel like it's not gonna be something I expect. Let's go straight to the quote. The debate about video games causing real world violence. Oh, there's no quote. Does he not? Oh, I see quotes in here. Zelnick, Take-Two Strauss made Zelnick made on CBS's Squawk Box program. During this segment, Zelnick was asked about how GTA 6 can influence real world violence. Well, is this a link to the video? No, we'll just read the quote. In response to this, Zelnick reminded the interviewer that this theory has been tested and disproved, and that he's not worried. The Take-Two CEO also stated that entertainment doesn't create behavior. That's a fact. Entertainment doesn't create behavior. I know tons of people that watch constant hyper-violent content, like in terms of like bloody, gore type movie type stuff, that would never do none of that stuff. Catch a paper cut and they pass out from seeing their own blood. So yeah, that's very, very true. Just because you play a violent game, that doesn't mean you're gonna play violent. You're gonna like play violent in real life or be violent in real life. Like, I've cut open hundreds of people on Gears of War with the damn Lancer just running around, cutting people in half, dismembering them for hours and hours. I've never stabbed or cut anybody open or nothing like that. I've hit tons of people with cars in Grand Theft Auto. Matter of fact, I did it on purpose. I've driven a real car a few times, and none of those few times that I ever hit a nigga with my car or did the thought, hey, that's a person right there. Maybe I should show him what it feel like to get to be on this bumper at high speeds. Maybe I should take this nigga down the street manually with this car. Thought never crossed my mind at all. So I agree deeply with this sentiment, and it's like, dog, it's 2025. Heartbreak emoji, heartbreak emoji. We still having this conversation. Like, bro, we get it. Your dumbass thinks that, like, I'll put it like this. It doesn't cause any behavior. Could it desensitize someone to an idea on a, like, subtle level? Yeah. But is it straight up going to be the reason by itself in a vacuum that makes a nigga say, you know what? I want to wake up and commit a crime today. Like, no. Like, a lot of these old farts that say shit like this, or a lot of these dumb niggas that say shit like this, have the connection backwards. It's not that people are violent because of the game. No, violent people gravitate towards certain games. Like, non-violent people too, but if you're a violent person and you play something like Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Auto is not going to make you more or less violent. You like the idea of doing violent stuff, and here's a violent game. What the fuck you think is going to happen? They're going to be violent in the game that allows them to be violent. They're going to play a game that relates to what they want to do and live in real life. Point blank, period. This one, I more so wanted to just point out and go back to my thing. Rising tides raise all ships. More and more am I seeing headlines and stuff like this. Like, it's been going on for a while, I knew, but I'm just saying more and more we're seeing it. Gaming is a $1 billion industry. A nigga that just won the Super Bowl used to competitively play Melee. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. We gonna watch that in a second, but look. This isn't the Super Bowl, I don't think. Or this isn't this year's at least. But you can kind of get the point. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's big bro. He used to look above my head. He used to play Smash Melee. Same dude. I think you pretty much get the point. Gaming is becoming a bigger niche. It's becoming a way bigger niche. Stop shitting on gaming. Also realize that some of the people in the niche don't give a fuck about the niche. Also, before I go, wanted to say my condolences to the Duolingo bird. Many days. I have skipped doing Duolingo lessons by accident, and now he's fucking dead. And you know this is real because this is the official discussing film account saying fucking. This account is verified. This is the official discussing film saying fucking. That's how you know it's serious. Y'all can read that statement, but I'm sad. I'm sad. The Duolingo bird got plagued. I mean, my condolences. But for those of you staying in this dream, all you gotta do is reload the tab. For those of you on Twitch that's gonna be watching the stream, just reload the tab. I'm splitting the VODs. But for those of you on YouTube, you're good.